If you're trying to design or build a backyard living space on a budget, you've probably wondered if you could just skip the design. You might be thinking, I'll just copy a few ideas from Pinterest or maybe from Instagram, and I'll figure it out as I go. And listen, I get it. Design can feel like an extra cost, especially when you're trying to stretch every dollar. But skipping the design phase, that's the #1 mistake that I see homeowners make. And it always leads to wasted money, frustration, and a space that just doesn't work. My name is Micah, and I've been designing and building outdoor living spaces for over 30 years. I've helped clients all over the world, from luxury estates to small suburban backyards, create spaces that feel like an extension of their home. And after 3 decades of doing this work, I've learned that great backyard design doesn't start with just a grill or a pergola or even a paver layout. It starts with 3 key design principles. I'm going to introduce you to those 3 principles and show you how they can completely transform how your space not only looks, but feels and functions. I'll also walk you through how my membership is designed to help homeowners just like you, especially those working within a budget, get the design right the first time with guidance from me every step of the way. Before we dive into those 3 core principles, I want to ask you something important. What are the 2 biggest fears or questions that you have when it comes to creating your backyard living space? Could you maybe drop those in the comments below? I'm going to read every one of them. I'll be choosing some of the most common concerns and fears and frustrations and answering them in the following video later this week. So please take a moment and comment below a couple of fears that you have, what makes you nervous, or maybe the hurdles that you're trying to get over. So take a second, be honest, and share what's been holding you back, whether it's budget, whether it's design mistakes, or not knowing where to start. I would love to hear from you, and your input could help not only you, but others too. Now, if you can spare the next few minutes, it could save you thousands of dollars and future headaches. So the 3 design principles that I use in every one of my projects, no matter the size or the budget, are simple, but they're incredibly powerful. #1 is destinations, to give your yard structure and purpose. #2 is sightline, to guide your eye and shape how your space is experienced. And then #3 is flow, to make the entire space feel easy and enjoyable to use. So let's start with that first one. #1, destinations. Every well-designed outdoor space needs at least 3 distinct destinations. Just like the inside of your home has rooms with specific purposes, a kitchen, a living room, a dining room, your backyard should have the same. Now, these zones could be anything. It could be a grill and a dining area. It could be a lounge and a fire feature. It could be a garden nook, a spa, or a kid's play area. The point is that each space should have a role, and all 3 should work together to give your yard rhythm, variety, and then, of course, personality. When you define those destinations, your backyard stops feeling like just a yard and starts feeling like an outdoor living environment. It becomes a place where people want to gather, where they want to relax, and they want to stay just a little bit longer. #2 core principle is sightlines. Now, sightlines are what you see from specific vantage points. Like looking out your back door, those sightlines shape how your space feels the moment someone walks outside. Do you see something beautiful that draws them in? Great design uses sightlines to highlight focal points and hide distractions. It frames your best features, like a fire pit, like a pool, or a landscape element, and creates visual depth that makes the yard feel bigger and more inviting. It's one of those things that people feel without even realizing it. The 3rd core principle is flow. Now, flow is what ties everything together. It's how people move through your space and how destinations connect, and whether the experience feels natural or disjointed. If the layout is clunky, if you have to walk around furniture or backtrack just to get from the grill to the table, the space doesn't work, no matter how pretty it is. But when flow is dialed in, everything feels effortless. It's easy to entertain. It's easy to relax. It's easy to enjoy the space throughout the day and the night. Flow is what turns a backyard into a lifestyle. Now, these 3 core principles are really important to get right. That's why I have created my membership site. I will help you every step of the way and help you to apply these principles to your own backyard living space. This isn't just a course where you're left on your own. I will host live Zoom meetings at least 2 times a month where I will review your design or your build ideas. Whether it's a sketch, whether it's a layout concept, or a full plan, I will help you to get it right. If I see something off, like an awkward flow, a poor grill placement, or a bad material choice, I'll walk you through exactly how to fix it.
Thank you for the nice visuals. Here we have a visual that we're taking a peek at. There's one. Here's a look of how it all looks.
So the deck is going to be removed. It has to be replaced. And that's why I'm looking at doing more than just the deck.
And is this kind of the idea that we're going towards right now?
It is, but in viewing it with my wife, she says it just looks too busy and takes up so much of the yard. She was thinking things need to be a little closer together, closer to the house.
I definitely agree. It's just seeming a little disconnected right now, just as I glance at it.
So I'll just throw out the priorities. For my wife, it's a fire pit that we'll go out to. For myself, it's a grill station somewhere, either on the deck or in the structure, covered structure, and a sauna. So we were thinking of a seating area up there on the deck, and then everything else I just kind of put where I thought it should go. And then my wife wants gardens as well. So those are raised garden beds off to the right.
All right, here we go. We're going to dissect this one. When you said your wife's main thing was the fire pit, where are you thinking about doing your main thing, which is the outdoor kitchen? Where's that kind of going to be right now?
And the other would be under the covered structure. Just as a background, I'm a carnivore. I'm on a carnivore diet. So I eat meat every day. That's all I eat. Strange to some, but basically I grill every single day, usually twice a day.
Yeah, I would recommend a little kitchenette. This is where I'd probably end up doing it. I would actually do it at the end of the house, and I'd probably do it in a lean-to style. I would potentially even do a little sitting area there. It would be nice to incorporate some kind of a viewing space on the other side, if we can stretch the deck a little bit. And, maybe even kind of do something like this where you can kind of do a little, like a little couch in a little sitting area and then have a couple of chairs over to the side.
Yeah.
I think that would look really good.
You'll hear my feedback right alongside other members who are working through the same challenges. You'll also be part of a community of homeowners that are all focused on the same goal: designing and then building a space that fits your life, your style, and your budget.
We originally, I had already done like a drawing on graph paper because I downloaded all your YouTube videos a while back and was just binge watching them. I did watch the design series this weekend, and I need to just make sure all the measurements are a little more accurate. And I like how your recommendations were just so helpful with everything. So thank you for all that work. But one of the issues we ran into is we actually have started reaching out to our city and finding out the zoning requirements and setbacks. We originally wanted to do like a big 12 by 20 structure with an outdoor kitchen and living area inside of it, but we're not going to be able to. What they do allow is us to basically cut that in half, put it a foot apart in 2 structures, and that's okay for some reason. Does that look ridiculous?
No. It doesn't look ridiculous. It's not ideal, obviously. We would want to make it look like it was something we purposely did, and not that the city made us do. The way we've done this in the past, because we've had to get around this in our area with HOA and just jurisdictional things, is we did the 2 structures, but then we tied them together with a pergola in the center. And we actually purposely did polycarbonate cover to that.
Okay, we live in Arizona. I'll probably just try to get everything down on paper maybe and then post it so you can see exactly the space. And we may be trying to do too much in our little yard. That's probably one of my biggest problems is I want a lot of destinations in a tiny space.
Krista, I have a 3D design that we did for a client, and let me just show it to you real fast. So I'm going to share my screen here, guys. Now, realize this, it was not the thing the homeowner wanted. It was what this jurisdiction allowed us to do. So we did this double-sided fireplace here, and you can see here what we had to do is it's very tiny backyard, by the way, and that's the end of their property with this fence. So we did the 2 rooms, and then we just did this little cover, and it's a polycarbonate cover over it, and they allowed this. So does that help, Krista?
It does. That's definitely kind of an interesting idea.
I've created this membership because I've seen firsthand how much time, how much money, and how much stress a good design can save. And I've also seen how confusing it can be to do it on your own, especially when all you have are random images or contractor advice that just doesn't really fit your space. The truth is that good design doesn't have to be expensive. It just has to be smart. And my goal isn't just to help you draw something nice on paper. It's to help you build it with confidence and without regrets.
Doug, how's that outdoor kitchen coming along? Did you get to grant it yet?
Not yet. I'm still waiting on them to call me back to schedule it. I just figured Kim might like to see the chairs we got. I didn't get the swivel. So you see every other one, we have like a dark blue and a teal, dark blue teal. And then on that far left over there is 2 gray ones. Those are ones we just had.
It looks great.
It really does, Doug. I'm really impressed. I mean, holy cow, look at how many people you can get around that outdoor kitchen. I mean, yeah, definitely party zone, and great job.
So you can't see it in this picture because it's above my head from where I was standing there. But I've got that TV mounted there too. So anywhere you're sitting in those chairs right there at that bar, you can see the TV up there. So awesome. Sitting out there and watching games, watching movies, watching whatever while we're cooking and hanging out and partying, whatever. So over on the left where those 2 gray chairs are, there's a downspout. Actually not a downspout, there's just an opening there. And I screwed up. I didn't put, when I poured the concrete, I didn't put a drain in the concrete there. So I have a whiskey barrel, and I'm going to cut a hole in the top of the whiskey barrel and put a funnel in it. My son came up with the idea that I should use copper and replace the top of the whiskey barrel with plexiglass, and then do a coil like a still inside it, and then have a copper pipe shooting out like the bung hole on the side of it, and that way the water shoots out and then into a drain in the yard where I can trench that in and get rid of it. So I'll have a rain chain coming off of the top of the downspout down into that copper funnel, and then it swirl through the barrel and then out the side. So
I think that's awesome. I can't wait to see that either, Doug. Great idea. I really like this fire table setup too, the way you use the elevation change there. I think that's just awesome. Very nice. Well, just such an awesome job. I mean, it's inspiring. I just want to let you know that's inspiring to see you bring it together. Doug has been a clear superstar in the DIY membership. He was present at the Zoom meetings as a DIY doer, but always ready to offer helpful suggestions to other members. I wanted to show off the countertops in this beautiful outdoor kitchen. Congratulations, Doug and family. You can see how effective a U-shaped outdoor kitchen design can be for convenience and ease of use. The generous countertops both on the cooking surface area and on the bar top at 42 inches allows extra space for cooking and entertaining. The U-shaped design also allows for many appliances and features. It's all about deciding what features you can't live without. Let's check out my favorite kitchen products for ideas and options. To start, a vent hood with halogen light, a balanced grill hood with multi-position hinge, exterior lighting behind each knob indicating on-off burner state, square stainless steel cooking grates for incredible sear marks, the TrueFlame 40-inch 5-burner built-in gas grill designed for superior outdoor cooking performance. And here you see a double side burner with top grate, a griddle grill for cooking so many food choices, a cutlery board with trash chute, and everyone's favorite, a large kitchen sink with roomy spout, a refrigerator and ice bucket, an ice maker, and a wine cooler with interior shelves. I can say without question, True Flame kitchen products are the go-to appliances for your outdoor living space and have my full recommendation.
This video is part of a short series that I'm doing to open the doors to my membership.
The doors are only open until Sunday, June 15th, this Sunday.
So after that, sadly, I'm going to close the doors to help my members until fall is when I would reopen them. So if you've been sitting on this dream, waiting for the right plan, for the right support, or just the right moment, this is the right moment. Click the link below and take a look at what my membership offers. If you're ready to finally get your dream right, I'd love to help you make it happen today. Now I know my membership works because we've had so many successful members for the last 2 years follow our program and get real results, all the way to a beautiful completed space.
Click the link below and I'll see you in my membership.